Right, listen up, team. There have been reports of a new player in the underground. We don't know who it is. We know they're organized, motivated, and building a team of henchmen and minions, the like of which the world has never seen before. This person is attempting to become an evil genius.
Sir,
What is it, Perkins?
would you say that the evil genius would have an underground lair, sir?
It would appear not, Perkins. However, I fear it's only a matter of time.
What do evil lairs look like, sir?
Well, Perkins, if I were to build an evil lair, not that I would, you understand, I'd design an evil lair, the like of which the world had never seen. Probably build it into a mountain, Perkins, underground. Throw in a barracks for the men, and a control room to organize the away teams. And a strong room, of course, store all my ill-gotten gains. Probably have to build some recreation items for the men. They get disloyal, you know, maggots.
Could you build traps, sir?
Hundreds of them, Perkins. Don't want agents snooping around while you're taking over the world. And I've built a cover operation to hide the base from prying eyes. Camouflage, that's the key.
It's a good thing you're not an evil genius, sir.
Don't be such a damn fool, Perkins. Right, team, you have your orders. Get out there and find me a madman.
Okay, yeah, you guys can see that. I was just making sure, as I always do. New game. Now, if you take control of Maximilian, I usually always pick Maximilian because he's the one that gives the better technology. And by better technology, I mean you get it faster. See, he gets research better. You don't get research until later on in the game, but, you know.
New room blueprints now available. Check objective screen for new goals.
Okay. Get acquainted with the island and start expanding your lair. Ensure a healthy minion force by building a barracks. You'll need at least one bunk bed and a locker. Before you can send minions around the world to carry out your acts of infamy, you need to construct a control room to help filter information. Make sure you have at least one control console and one memory bank. It seems you're under scrutiny even before you begin. Somewhere on the island are some pesky investigators tipped off to your arrival. Eliminate them. Okay, now, this clearly suggests that I am supposed to put the entry here. I don't do that because this is right here. As good guys and stuff show up, they will show up either on a boat here or a plane here. And this is how different stuff shows up on the island. Now, I prefer to put the entry somewhere down here because it's enough further into the mountain to where as these people show up, they're not going to immediately find the entrance, as opposed to it being beside somewhere they show up. Just makes a bit more sense. To me, anyway. But that's me. So, I think I will put it here. Now, the thing is, I'm keeping that evil base entrance up there because there is something I can get later on in the game to research to camouflage the things. But right now, they're just going to be big flipping holes in the middle of somewhere that someone can just run into.
Use these buttons to quickly select the evil genius and cycle through your henchmen. Left-clicking selects and moves the camera to their position. Right-clicking just selects them. Enemy agents appear as red dots on the minimap. Left-clicking anywhere on it will focus the game view on that spot. The global alert buttons set your base to heightened states of defense. On yellow alert, minions will arm themselves with guns from the armory, but this has the side effect of scaring tourists. On red alert, your minions will run around attacking any agent they see, whether tagged or not. However, your normal base operations will be severely disrupted. The power status shows how much energy you're generating and consuming. If your power consumption exceeds the power you're generating, your base will shut down, leaving you defenseless. The Empire stats screen gives you important information about how efficiently your base is running.
Okay. See, this is always the fun part, me blowing up the first corridor, which I'm gonna make one more just to make it close so I can make more of a room. Although I may make the storehouse over there.
Room construction underway.
Now my little construction workers will grab things from my strong room here, which when I build one inside of the base, then I'll have a better strong room, but until then. Although, yeah.
Object has been ordered. Room demolition imminent.
Trust me, the barracks needs to be as extended as possible.
Object purchase order confirmed. Object has been ordered. Object purchase order confirmed. Object has been ordered. Room construction unpaused.
I can have them at least working on that corridor. Now. Need to build a control room as well.
All construction workers are busy at the present time. Object purchase delayed. This object will be purchased when a minion is available for duty.
Rooms can be built in all kinds of shapes. It's good to leave a 2-tile wide entrance to rooms so that later you can place doors there. Don't forget that objects can be ordered to be built whilst a room is still in blueprint form. It's generally better to build key places such as control rooms further inside the base where they will be safer. Build base entrances near depots to increase the efficiency of object purchasing and room building.
I never do that for the reasons that I already told you, but I will later. Like I said, whenever I can hide them, but when they're in plain sight, I don't like that too much. Although one of the evil geniuses you could have gotten takes care of that, but nah. Now these guys are putting TNT in here to blow up the area. See this little guy, he's running right now. Grab a bar. Oh, by the way, here I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here's my henchman. My henchman is the only person that I can directly control.
I live to serve.
And right now, he can only gather minions. But later on, when he gets more experience from attacking, destroying, and doing my general bidding, then he will be able to do some other specialized abilities. There'll be other henchmen I'll be able to pick up as time goes on as well. So, you know. As long as I'm around my minions, they actually gain a boost to all of their stats. Because see, everyone has stats. Always loved these. They've got health, loyalty, smarts, attention, and endurance. All of those can be whittled down. Trust me. The forces of justice will try. I can do the same thing to the forces of justice, however. See this little guy just set off the TNT. Oh, there's the investigators.
Road construction unpaused.
I think that's where my henchman comes in.
Like the wind. Ha! I have a many special move.
New rooms are available for construction.
Body bags are created when you kill an agent or tourist and have an area effect that saps the loyalty and attention stats of nearby minions. They are also damning proof of your evilness, and heat will be generated if an investigator happens across one and leaves the island with that information. You can use the move tag to hide a body bag in a more isolated spot, but the most convenient way to deal with them is to build a freezer room. Minions will automatically take body bags to it, and they won't have any area effect if stored there. Body bags decay over time, but placing them in the freezer slows this process down.
I am invisible.
Important information will be relayed to you via the If you want your minions to react to a character's presence, you will need to attach a tag to them. Right-click on the target person to bring up the tag menu. Which tag is selected will determine how your minions react to the tagged person. An agent given a kill tag will be attacked on sight by your minions. The capture tag will prompt your minions to beat the tagged character unconscious and carry them to a cell if there is one vacant. The weaken tag causes social minions to use their psychological attacks. Minions will only react to tagged characters if they are in their line of sight, close by, or spotted by a surveillance camera. If no tag is attached to a target person, your minions will carry on with their current task and ignore them. They would not dare to presume to understand your evil intentions by apprehending a character without your express orders.
New room build order confirmed. All construction workers are busy at the present time. Object purchase delayed. Room construction unpaused.
Two most important ones right now are getting rid of those body bags.
This object will be purchased when a minion is available for duty.
Also, right now I only have 3 minions. That'll change, but you know, I've got a capacity of 5 right now, so I'll boost it up to... because we need more right now. The henchmen in this game are hilarious, by the way. I kid you not, one of them's a murderous old grandmother, you know, and stuff like that, so... Some of them are clearly based on actual James Bond henchmen, and some of the others are just crazy things that they've just come up with. It's hilarious. sensors, crash test. See, there's a whole trap system in here that is complicated and not that clear. Sometimes your traps will work properly, sometimes they won't. So, there's that. Right now I can leave those body bags out because I haven't really gained anyone's attention yet because I'm still setting up. Later, that would be a problem. Like any base building game, whenever you first start out, it's you building everything, then stuff actually starts occurring. Yep, it's the last one. See, now all the body bags have move tags because a freezer is involved.
Object will be moved shortly.
I need to be here. What's this?
See, minions have a tech tree, as it were. Eventually, I'll be able to train different types of minions, and they will all branch out to these different things. Haha. Security. See how much more of the mountain have I got to work with? About that much.
Yes. Yeah.
Room construction unpaused.
There are other rooms that I'm going to build in here that I don't think will require such a large blueprint. So,
Welcome to your uninhabited island of indeterminate location. A temporary strongroom has been set up, but you should begin carving your base into the mountain as soon as possible. To begin with, you will need to create at least one entrance into the mountainside. You can place one wherever you see mineable dirt along a flat mountain edge. Just right-click on the edge and select Exterior Door from the list. Think carefully where you place these entrances. They cannot be destroyed once built. Once you have an entrance, you can start expanding your base by building rooms and corridors from it. Good luck.
Room destruction order confirmed. Room blueprint cancelled. Room construction underway. Object purchase order confirmed. Object has been ordered.
Now let's build some stuff and make some more minions. Or recruit some more minions, I should say. I'll use the spaces like that for security rooms, and there's a pharmacy, I believe. That's one I'll use. they can be used for something else later, by the way, but for now.
You may have noticed that all people have 5 statistics. These represent the person's well-being. The higher the statistic, the better the person is feeling. Health determines the ability to survive physical damage. If a person's health drops to 0, they will die. Loyalty represents commitment to work. Disloyal minions are likely to cause trouble and may desert your organization. Agents reduced to 0 loyalty will forget about work and temporarily act like tourists, though they will snap out of this if they spot something suspicious. Smarts determines cleverness. People with low smarts are more likely to get caught by traps. If a person's smarts is drained to 0, they will become incapacitated, scratching their heads stupidly for a while. Agents reduced to 0 smarts will lose any heat they may have picked up. Attention represents alertness to trap sensors. Attentive people are more likely to avoid triggering them. When attention is drained to 0, characters will stand and scratch their heads for a while. Agents reduced to 0 attention will forget which areas they have explored. Endurance is a measure of fitness and energy. When reduced to 0 endurance, a person will collapse and remain unconscious for a time. Lockers are very useful as they increase the minion capacity of your base. The basic capacity value is determined by your notoriety, but this number is boosted by each locker your base has.
Juby is taking a smoke break in the freezer. That's a samurai for you. That's it's the most BA thing you could possibly do. Well, there you go. Take a smoke break in the freezer with the bodies.
Room construction unpaused.
go. Now we just have to wait for the boys to install the memory banks and the stuff like that, and then we are ready to torture the world. Gonna be a lot quicker with more minions now. Things are like a slow freaking crawl whenever you've got just like one.
Object has been ordered.
We're doing another briefcase rack because that was way too slow. Them having to stand in a line like that, excuse me. I require efficiency in my evil base, thank you very much. Probably do like the pharmacy and the security room over here. I'll probably put power around here. Because there's not going to be anything really sneaky there, this will probably be where I'll put the activities for the minions.
New objectives available. Depot now stocks new objects. New room blueprints now available.
You now have access to the World Domination screen. From here, you will be able to commit acts of infamy all around the globe to increase your notoriety and steal valuable loot from under the noses of the forces of justice. Right now, though, the most important information to note is that the world map is your primary means of obtaining additional funds. You can send minions to any region in the world, where they will automatically steal money as long as the stealing option is selected for the region. Once in a region, your minions will send back their ill-gotten gains at regular intervals. It will be collected from a depot and taken to your strong room. Each region has a cash rating. The higher this is, the more cash your minions will steal. You can uncover the cash rating by having the required number of control panels active for the region. Having more minions stealing in a region will increase the amount of money stolen. Also, some minion types are better at stealing than others, so choose your forces wisely. Sending minions to a region is a simple process. Just select the region you wish to steal from, then select which men you wish to send from the minion list at the bottom of the screen. If you want to bring minions back to the island, just select them from the minion region list. Remember that it takes a little time for minions to travel to the world and back. The small numbers in the minion lists indicate minions currently in transit. As well as being a cash candy jar for you to dip your hands into, the World Domination screen gives you the opportunity to increase your notoriety. The best source of notoriety are acts of infamy, devious crimes that will win you terrible renown. Some acts of infamy will also award you with fabulously valuable loot. Most acts of infamy can only be uncovered by minions plotting in the region. To make minions in a region plot to uncover acts of infamy, select the plot option from the region screen. The more minions in a region, the faster they will uncover acts of infamy. Also, some minion types are better than others at plotting, so choose carefully who you send. Some acts of infamy are so outrageous that you will not be able to uncover them until you have increased your notoriety.
New rooms are available for construction. New objects are available.
Reports indicate that trained civilians are holidaying on the island. Capture and imprison a maid in a security holding cell.
New room build order confirmed. Object purchase order confirmed. Room construction unpaused.
Steal the library of blueprints. The archives room can be built in a base to replenish minion smarts. Huh. Oh, I should mention when you complete Acts of Infamy, you'll hear radio broadcast from those areas. Some of these might be questionable. Okay, I'm just just gonna tell you guys that in advance. The era that this game comes from might have something to do with it. Hey, just saying. And once we have a cell, I will look around the island. Find the toe. There she is.
blood spray?
Yeah, no blood spray for this one. I want her alive. Easy enough for him to... quick to the head, and down she goes.
Commencing mission.
There we go. Got her.
Depot now stocks new objectives. Check objective screen for new goals.
The civilian maid could yield useful information to your men. Interrogate her to train up an advanced minion.
Some characters, like the maid you have just captured, are called hostages. Interrogating a hostage will upgrade the interrogator into an advanced minion. Different hostage trainers allow you to upgrade to different types of advanced minion. You will be able to acquire more hostages from acts of infamy. Once you have an advanced minion, you can quickly and safely train more by building and equipping a training room. Using the training room is a simple matter of increasing the amount of advanced minions that you want on the minion management screen. Your minions will automatically use the training room until you have the correct numbers. Furthermore, minions will use the training room to replenish these numbers should some of your advanced minions die. Remember, to use the training room you'll need the correct furniture and at least one of the advanced minions you want to train more of to act as a teacher. If you run out of an advanced minion type, you'll need to capture and interrogate another hostage.
Object has been ordered.
Pacific Radio. This is Pacific FM, and I'm Larry Driscoll, keeping you up to date with regional events from California all the way up to Alaska. The story on everyone's lips today is the big felony committed earlier. No one knows who's responsible yet, but everyone's got a theory. Isn't that right, Bill?
Haha, yeah. Even the penguins in Alaska got a theory, Larry.
Penguins are from the South Pole, Bill.
Damn it, Larry. Why do you always show me up on air?
Prisoner interrogation order confirmed. Awaiting interrogation device selection. Depot now stocks new objects. New rooms are available for construction. Objective complete.
Need to create a security system in this place.
As well as being a cash candy jar for you to dip your hands into, the world
already seen that one. Oh, the mess hall. And the staff room. Both of them are unlocked now. Ah, and the inner sanctum, yes. Head of the underworld. There can only be one criminal mastermind. Time to make sure that it's you. Gather all major criminal players to a conference in your island to explain how it's gonna be. Summon the crime lords. Crime lords, just like evil geniuses, are impressed by shows of wealth. You need somewhere suitably ostentatious to host this gathering of criminal masterminds. Build an inner sanctum and conference table in preparation for this nefarious delegation. Rumor has it that all Indian subcontinent is controlled by one man, Armin Kishan. He has many nefarious plots and intrigues, mostly concerning corruption of local government officials. Track him down and encourage him to come bend to our way of thinking. Marvin DeLuca, the nefarious mafia don of all North America, is a powerful man, but with too much hubris. He must be made to respect true power and authority. And finally, the inscrutable Li Ying Lao is undisputed head of organized crime across China and Southeast Asia. Track him down and send out a party to show him we mean business.
Room construction underway. Object purchase order confirmed. Object has been ordered. Room construction unpaused. New room build order confirmed. Object purchase order confirmed. Object has been ordered. Room construction unpaused. Room construction underway.
I know this room's gonna need to be big. That's why I'm.
Object purchase order confirmed. Room construction unpaused. Object has been ordered. Object purchase order confirmed. Object has been ordered. Caution, cannot accommodate this many minions.
Now we've got investigators showing up.
Room construction underway. Object purchase order confirmed.
We are grabbing this security.
Security door bypassed.
I don't think we have much for them to find right now. Checking something real quick. Yeah, there we go. Right now, there's not much of anything damning for them to report on us with, so. So yeah, let them walk as they wish. Although now we've got tourists showing up. Fantastic. Yeah.
Hola, this is the Smashworld service. Citizens in all Smash territories are being urged to remain vigilant as the spate of kidnappings continues. Skilled civilians are being spirited away by the evil organizations for an unknown purpose. In an off-the-record comment, one Smash official said that the chances of rescuing the hostages were slim to none.
Warning, high security door breached. Warning, burglary in progress.
Das ist gut, ja.
Well, sorry, gentlemen. You just brought it upon yourselves.
Intruder tagged for termination.
The forces of justice may send several different types of agents to infiltrate your base. You might encounter investigators searching for incriminating evidence. Don't let them photograph objects that have heat. Some agents may attempt to retrieve any loot that you've stolen, so keep it well protected. Other agents exist for the sole purpose of wiping your lair and yourself from the face of the earth. Make them pay for their impudence.
New room blueprints now available. New object
Your minions are sycophantic lackeys that will work until their statistics are reduced to zero, at which point they may fall unconscious or become stupefied. If you want to keep them working efficiently, you can build many different objects that allow the minions to replenish their statistics. Remember though, you can only replenish your minions' loyalty by letting them watch interrogation, placing loot, or by using your circle of influence. On the other hand, you could simply execute them and obtain some new ones.
Yes. Yes. I need to be here. There is better.
The interrogation techniques are silly in this thing. A few of them you go, oh, how'd you come up with that one? But other ones, they just go like, yeah, like that would work. Like that one, putting him in the mixer. That one's in between silly and twisted.
I need a silk cut. They cannot defeat me with their slender arms.
The guard now exists. There's a maid, just in case I need one. There's a technician, which is where I'll get scientist out of later. I need to gain some more infamy though, that way I can have more.
Object purchase order confirmed.
also heard that some evil men have recently been causing mischief in these parts, so make sure you take a good book with you at all times.
Oh yeah, our things have gone up now. Let's see here. Let's do the math here. That'd be 10. Because that's 5 apiece. And then 8 for the worker capacity. Okay. That'll work. Just have to wait for it to fill back up. Then get a bit more infamous. We'll be able to steal that technician, get the scientist started. Yeah, that'll work. Wonder how long it actually takes to train a minion. I need to sometime time that. I sent one more worker than I needed to.
Good morning. This is the Sahara event, covering current events across all of Northern Africa. Our big story is the shocking raid that took place earlier today. The identity of those responsible is still not known, but Smash is reported to have several leads they are investigating. And now, the weather. The outlook for the Sahara is the same as usual. Drier than a dehydrated cream cracker on a sunbed.
Now my capacity is 23. There we go. Now we're getting it. Which means we can probably steal that scientist. Be able to do that. Gonna let my heat die down just a smidge though before I start getting that clever. Because right now, Smash really doesn't like me.
Intruder tagged for psychological weakening.
Now I've just got to track him down. But yeah, that's Evil Genius. It's a little... because it's time.
Security door bypassed.
What'd they go through this time? Yeah.
Weaken tag issued.
See if we steal that technician, and if we do, then I'll wrap it up after that.
Attention! This is an Anvil World Service transmission. The chairman begs his loyal citizens to be on the lookout for suspicious foreigners on Chinese soil. The evil organization continues to prey on our civilians, perhaps hoping to somehow exploit their skills. The chairman assures you that these infidels will be stopped, and the party will once more be triumphant.
Remember what I told you about questionable accents? Yeah, you just found one. It's good. We will let those two leave because that's where they're going. But anyway. Okay, and that wraps it up. Let me just click this little thing here. There we are. If you want to follow all of our other Let's Plays, go to tscn.tv/play. I thought I'd just play this one. It's a shame Shay didn't get to join us, but again, he had life stuff, so that's going to be one of those things where you just can't avoid it. It was nothing bad. It was just a family member wanting to get together with him. It was like, yeah, you pick your family member over silly stuff like this. That's totally understandable. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys this little hidden gem that a lot of people don't know about, actually. So there it is, Evil Genius. And it is extraordinarily cheap in Steam. I think it's like $10 or something like that, if that. So if you kind of like the looks of it and everything, by all means, pick it up. Tell me what you thought about it. But until next time, play on and see you guys.